So if you're buying a home right now in today's marketplace, you're probably going to run through a lot of frustration and quite frankly some problems trying to get a home before somebody else does. With COVID-19, we have run into a situation where there is a large number of pent-up buyers in the market and sellers are slowly starting to list more homes. What happens to you is if you find a home online, it might already be off the market by the time you've recognized and you didn't even get a chance to see it. If you do get a chance to see it, you should likely expect to be in multiple offers if the home was properly priced, which is also a very frustrating thing. Typically, somebody that's been in the market for a little bit is a little more used to this and they're going to be a lot more aggressive, which sometimes are even overpaying for homes just to end their home search because they just want to be done with it. And that's definitely not something you want to put yourself into, because if you overpay for something, you have a likelihood of losing money when you go to sell. The other big thing is a lot of people are constantly looking on Realtor.com and Zillow, and unfortunately the stuff that stays on the market is overpriced, it's pick-through'd, and there's a lot of leftovers. So if that's something that you want to deal with, which I'm sure you don't, you can continue to look on Zillow and Realtor.com, but there is a better way. You can still pay attention to those websites. You can even be set up on an MLS search where you get instantaneous listings as soon as they come on the market, so there's no downtime waiting for Realtor.com or Zillow to upload those. And unfortunately, Zillow can be sometimes 24 hours, which if the home's been on the market for 24 hours and it's priced right, it's likely going to be gone. So one of the things that I do differently, and it's something that I do for my buyers, is I have a Dream Home Finder program. It's an opportunity where I can help you find off-market listings because I'm a target market specialist. What that means is I can understand exactly what you're looking for, go into the marketplace and basically notify people in the area that you are interested in and see if they raise their hand, letting them know I have a ready, willing, and able buyer who wants to buy their home. By doing something like this, it's an expense that I'm paying for personally out of my pocket. I'm willing to spend up to $2,000 to help you find a home. But the great thing is no other agent's going to know that this home is available for sale or potentially available for sale, and no other buyer is going to know either. So you're not going to get stuck in multiple offers. The other big thing is you're not going to have to feel pressured to beat other people to the market in terms of getting that home in contract and away from anybody else taking it away from you. The good thing is this type of marketing is not something that's very common unless you're a home flipper or unless you are somebody that's an investor looking for good deals. The big difference is we are going to be willing to pay market price, so we're going to be extremely attractive to a potential home seller. Now keep in mind, I do not have a list. This list will be accumulated once we identify your exact needs and requirements for the area that you want to live in. And as long as we can do that, with my education in terms of target marketing, I know exactly how to get in front of these potential sellers to then bring you into their home. So if this is something that is of interest to you, definitely feel free to reach out with the contact information below. And we can talk about getting you in an RWA, which is Ready, Willing, and Able status. Once we have that status, there is no obligation that you have to buy anything. So I just want to make that plain and clear. But we will identify off-market homes, and on top of that, we will still continue to look at on-market homes, either through MLS, which is probably going to be your best because as soon as a listing agent puts that property into MLS, you're going to get notified via email, and so will I. If this home is of interest to you, then we're going to definitely get out there as quick as we can. But in the meantime, you have a whole other alternative out there of finding off-market properties that aren't listed on MLS for sale that we can also look at once the sellers let us know that they would be willing to allow us into their home to preview it. So once again, contact information's below. This is a Dream Home Finder program to where you don't have to rely solely on MLS, Realtor.com, or Zillow and deal with overpriced, pick-through leftover homes because the good ones go so fast.